First of all, the description for Faye was wicked. It's just
That's it.
Yeah, that was it. Which I love.
Let's get out our knives.
Yeah. But there was also that that point that you guys made about winning over an audience 1 gig at a time, which kind of sounds like, it's like an indie battle cry. I like that. I get that whole musical Braveheart picture going on in my head, and you guys charging the stage. But,
well, I mean, social media is a huge thing these days. I'm personally really bad at it, but I think that, as hard as you try to make things happen on social media, I still think it's all about the live show.
Right.
I prefer that anyways. Say 10 new people that have never seen you come to each show. That's 10 new people, and hopefully that they talk about you to their friends and whatnot. And
right.
And then if you don't continue playing, then they're not going to bring those friends to prove it to them. And,
Yeah.
So unless you keep it up, really, people won't stay interested if they don't have things to go and see, I don't think.
Yeah, I think social media is just it's a tool, but it's a tool to get people to what the main thing is, which is like the live music, right?
Right. Ooh, I've been talking about that a lot lately, and you guys have been in other bands, so you probably understand this already, but that idea of getting people to come out continually to your shows, your friends and your family, on show like 8th or 9th of your career, is already a little bit of a tough battle, right?
For sure,
But it seems to be the way to get people out is to show them something first on the internet and then have them come out, right?
Part of the problem with it too is a lot of our songs take, you got to almost invest some time into them, see where the songs go.
Yeah.
We don't have any real commercial club bangers that are like catchy right off the bat. You kind of got to sit with them and, wait through the song and see where it goes.
Yeah.
So we understand that probably not a lot of people are going to sit down and listen to a 10-minute song for the cool part at the end, right?
Right.
So our idea with it is hit it live as hard as we can.
On the show today. Welcome back to SBS Live. This week we have once again got Faye here with us in the studio. We're going to finish off the interview as well as capture another couple of performances from Faye live. We've already had amazing feedback from part 1 of the episode regarding the performances you saw from Faye, and justifiably so. As I said in part 1, Faye fucking rocks. We'll also show you some recent footage from the live comeback of Eterna that happened recently in Mission, as well as a video from the band Trepid, all the way from Louisiana. Stick around. Even after all that, there's still more to come. We'll show you a preview of Blackout Lights, the first episode we've got planned for 2014. Every reason to watch. This is Faye on SBS Live this week.
Okay, so in terms of the live following for Faye, go beyond, I guess, how important that that is to you, but how does it help build the fan base? Like, in terms of when people are viewing you guys on stage, what is it that you're putting out there that kind of makes you stand out that way? Something you can put your finger on?
Well, I don't want to speak on behalf of these guys too, but like, the one thing that really turns me off, I've been to a lot of shows, because like in Vancouver it's a bit of a tough go, right? Not many clubs are booking live music anymore, and a lot of people, I don't know, but you know, the thing that bugs me and turns me off instantly is when people try to sell you too much shit. I was at one show, and a guy passed around his hat for tips. Like,
really?
Yeah, man, it was like a rock show, and he did this like 2-3 times. I was like, fuck, he's actually pretty good too, but like, that kind of mentality turned me off. And so with our band, we're all about, you know, man, we'll give our music away half the time.
We haven't sold one drop card. We've given them all away.
Yeah, like,
we never even had an EP release.
We're having fun doing it. And I mean, like, if people want to come and enjoy it, like, that's the cherry on top. But we just love doing it, and we hope it shows when we're on stage that it's just a bunch of buddies ripping it up, trying to have a good time. And we're not in it to make money, really. You know, it's not about that.
Well, going that, somebody just filled in, Scott.
So, yeah.
Is there a way to do both, though? Like, you know what I mean? Like, is there a way to attack it the route that you guys are going without... and be comfortable, you know what I mean? Like, to be able to not have day jobs and that kind of stuff and just make music.
Well, that is the goal, I guess, for everybody eventually, but...
It's pretty hard this day and age.
It is.
Yeah, and you're not going to get there playing, for instance, the Cobalt or the Media Club. You're not going to get rich doing that. So we're thinking, why even fucking try, right?
Okay.
Let's just, people came out and we appreciate that, so let's give them some free stuff and just party with them, more or less, is kind of what...
Like the page says, you're taking it 1 gig at a time, right?
Yeah.
And if your t-shirts and all that crap is like awesome and people like it, they're going to buy it.
Yeah.
Right? And that's how it happens. I mean, if you go to a show and you want to buy a band shirt, I've gone so many times and it's like, I don't like any of these shirts, so I'm not going to buy them. But if they're awesome, no problem.
Yeah.
25 bucks, boom, done. I got a sweet shirt.
Yeah. So the key's kind of even designing a logo that transcends the music, right?
Exactly,
Other people might want to wear it just because. Right?
Yeah. And so, I mean, we've kind of done that with our font. We like made our own font, and it's going to probably stay that way forever, I think. It's going to be it's basically our logo.
Right. We're getting it tattooed on themselves.
Yeah, well, that was the thing. I thought it must have. Did it not come from the original tattoo itself?
Yeah,
like, I just assumed that was the exact thing.
That's the exact. Yeah, it's just.
It just looks sketchy like that because my tattoo looks sketchy like that.
Right, yeah. I was still thinking here. I'm like, created a font or just had a little to drink? It's one of the two, right?
Time to unleash the beast. From the feedback we've got from part 1 and what you saw in the Faye performances, one of the most common questions we've had asked so far is, who was that other dude in the background? Well, you're about to find out. That is Greg Williams from the band Quartered, and he's going to join Faye here in this next song that they call 14 Years on SBS Live this week.
A really good friend of mine, Gregor Williams, come and sing everything because he does it on the recording and because he's beside me and he's the best.
have described yourselves as a 90s sound, more or less, through the page. Accurate? Yes? No? Kind of? That's good that you're humming and hawing, because I guess where I'm going with it is, if you describe yourselves as a sound of the past, how do you convince people that it's a current sound? You know what I mean? Or that there's something new to offer?
I think we definitely have some of the tunes have some 90s influences, but I think we have a modern sound as well, I think, right?
Absolutely.
I think there's some throwbacks throughout the music, but
that's always going to come from what you listen to.
Absolutely, yeah.
Right.
Like, we listen to a lot of 90s music. I think we listen to 90s
We
music
listen
the whole
to
way
Big Shiny Tunes too on the way here, actually.
Big Shiny Tunes too?
Yeah.
So it's got Limb Lifters
the
tinfoil on it, does it not? Is that the one?
Great song.
Yeah, it is a great song. I love it.
I don't know, there's like 50, so I lost track.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
But, yeah, so, I don't know. Like,
What?
our genre is really hard to describe, and it's like, when people are like, what's your music sound like? You don't want to give them like a fucking 50-word, like, I don't know. I mean, like, yeah. I don't know.
I guess to
sounds like
sum it up too is like, it's just raw, right? Like, we recorded it raw, live off the floor. There's no auto-tuning, Sam's vocals. There's no, none of the stuff that kind of runs rampant today with music.
Right.
So we're kind of wanting to just strip everything down.
Yeah.
Like, their other band, Quartered, I mean, they're like technically insane, and it's really awesome stuff to listen to. And then I was even thinking about it on the way out here, and compared to what we're doing right now, it's just like, take your pants off and fucking turn up your amps. And I don't even know what we do, but it's like loud and just obnoxious and awesome.
Greasy.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's no real bells and whistles with it. It was just raw.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, the fact we have 3 guitars doesn't mean every guitar is playing a different part.
Right.
It just means there's 3 guitars, which make it that much louder.
Making it
like,
thick.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just like a big wall of sound. Like, we're not always dropped into crazy tuning.
Right.
It's 3
Well,
guitars.
sometimes we are.
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah.
How can you say that?
I'm feeling standard.
Okay, so you got to picture this one a little bit, but you have to understand how awesome it has always been to see Ruddy from Eterna warming up off to the sidelines. If you've ever caught it in the past, you know he does operatics with his vocals to get it in gear and prepare for the severity that it takes on the lungs, on the throat, because these style vocals take demands on the human body. That's the way it is. But you've got to imagine the scene when I'm coming down the street towards the club in this recent show that they've played in Mission. And on my way through, what do I see? I see Ruddy off to my left, and he's warming up. He's doing his thing with his vocals. And over to my right, I see 6 bouncers or so go running after one guy. The contrast between those two events was phenomenal. And what a start to the evening. This is what we saw. Check out Eterna live from Mission on SBS Live this week.
Better, not worse. Better, not worse. Better, not worse. Better.
Ambient. Cool. All right. Better. So we've been together on and off for like about 3.5, 4 years, and in that time we have never played a cover song, and we're gonna break that tradition. I'm not gonna tell you what the song is. It's a new beginnings, but it was written by a fake fat biker and a tiny Danish man with a messiah complex. And it rhymes with Blaster of Muppets. Carry it on, guys.
Now you mentioned, that there are other obviously influences and stuff that kind of make you want to do this, and everybody attacks the influence question at one point. But
Chicks.
what? Yeah, chicks influence you? Good choice.
Nah, I'm married. I can't say that. Strike that from the
Scratch, edit, yeah, cut. But as far as like what got you wanting to go on stage, like who did you see live that kind of got that brought out in you?
I don't think there was ever a defining moment for me, just like one single instant of.
There was never a moment of seeing a drummer, like, just,
well, actually, I saw.
this guy blew my mind.
It wasn't actually anybody like famous. It was a buddy of mine, or my brother's friend, and he had a drum set and he would always play it, and I would be over there and he'd be playing. That's what actually got me into wanting to drum. Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes it's all it needs to be,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
For me, I was just a kid. Sounds like you want to play some guitar with me. I was like, I don't know how to play. He's like, well, go buy one. I was like, okay.
I hear that, man. That's my first band as well. No skills, all theory,
Never even thought of it. Guy's like, hey, I play drums. You should come play with me. I'm like, okay.
Right.
Buy a guitar.
Yeah.
And figure it out.
First steps first. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
What about you, Sam?
I don't know. I've always been in like theater and music and stuff when I was younger, like whether it be the choir or like plays and all that. So I've always just liked being on stage and performing. I don't know.
Right.
The rush, which I still clearly get.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
Kind of bored to be the lead singer role then, more or less.
I guess.
You've been on stage and you're ready for that.
Yeah.
Taylor?
I'll be the only one who names a band here, I guess. But
Make it happen.
yeah, like my dad was a touring musician.
Okay.
And he gave me, when I was pretty young actually, Primus's Sailing the Seas of Cheese.
Awesome.
Yeah, and then back in the day, you remember how you used to get, like, you go to like a record store and you could get like the DVD, or not DVDs, the VHS of like concerts and tours and shit.
Oh, totally.
And so, yeah, I saw Primus, one of those, and like, of course, Nirvana had those VHS ones out too, and like, seeing that was awesome. And that was pretty inspiring. So it's funny that I much later, I played bass in jazz band in high school and stuff, but then got into drumming. But it's funny that Primus, more specifically Les Claypool, was the one who was like, he was the first guy who was really kind of blew my mind. I was like,
for sure,
this is cool stuff.
It is mind blowing. I don't know if you've all seen it or not, but it is.
When we were in high school and The Used came out with a DVD.
Right.
And it was about how, like, where are they from, like Idaho or something like that. This like little town, and they just blew up instantly.
Right.
With their first album. And so that DVD was really cool. I remember watching it with all you guys actually at your place.
Did it kind of go through like the progression
at
that moment?
Totally.
Oh, okay.
And like how it happened, and like the singer from Goldfinger's the one that got like their demo cassette, liked it, called, like they didn't even have a manager, like they were still just like he was like screaming in his bedroom closet to like for their vocal takes and stuff. You know? Like, it was super awesome, but then it was really inspiring. I'm like, it's still possible. Like, it can still happen.
Exactly, right?
Like, yeah, so that's pretty sweet.
Make something that's
Sucks
totally
that they
different,
suck
but
now,
like,
but at the time it was awesome when I was younger, but now they can.
So what changed? Did the Used change or your drums
the
change?
Used changed completely.
Yeah,
I still like their old record.
Yeah. It happens. They get old. I'm seeing some pretty sad reunion tours out there right now myself, staying far away.
S B S S B S S B S.
Take a quick time out from the Faye interview to talk about a band that we've just recently been switched on to from down south all the way down in Louisiana, USA, a band called Trepid. This electrified four-piece has just put out a brand new video for their song called Liar, and we're going to show that to you on the show today in just a few moments here. I've seen the video, concept video, not just live footage, lots of cool effects, and a song that rocks. If you look into their social media pages, you'll find that their main interests are goat rides and monkey juggling. Yeah, no, it really says that. Well, who doesn't get down on those? But for real, that got my attention, along with their section of the influences, which listed it as too many to name. So then, you get my very own, a humble interpretation. My experience with the song Liar by Trepid in the video is that it's musically like a combination of Kiss meets L7. Does anyone remember L7? Man, I loved L7. All that angst, all that energy. So to hear that this Riot Girl sound is still alive and well and being made today by this band Trepid, well, it nearly brings a tear to my bearded eye. No, for reals, just get me a hanky and give me a moment. It's truly a beautiful thing. What else can I say? How about I say this? Consisting of Melissa's vocals, Brian's guitar, and Dave's bass, you can hear right away that this is music that they not only love to play, but that they love to hear themselves. And they're going about the best way of getting more of it. They're making more of it. I know for a fact that you can find links to their brand new album, Crushed Beneath the Wheels, on trepidband.com. So when we show you the video for Liar, and you like what you hear, well, you know where to go, trepidband.com. I feel like I'm repeating myself. Am I forgetting something here? No, honestly, I feel like I'm forgetting something or someone. Ah yes, who could forget the man, Larry Blevins, pounding it out in the back there on the drums, relentlessly driving the machine that is this song called Liar. And in what can only be expected of a band I've compared to Kiss and L7 is an explosive track that's full of high energy, ripping vocals and shredding guitars. And Trepid are here to deliver just that. Take a look at the new video Liar by Trepid on SBS Live this week.
Better, not worse. Better, better, not worse. Better, better, not worse. Better.
You say you care, proof in your actions, no more.
Well, as far as you guys go, any plans on doing anything like that, like DVD release or some sort of short film from Faye? Is there any?
Well, yeah, you're about to film it, right?
Well, it's true. Yeah. Oh, so I'm doing the work here. Okay, I got it. But yeah, like any like video artists in the band or any other?
We've been in the studio too. Like we have the makings of a full length album coming.
Right.
So we're kind of focused on that, and it's.
But we do have a lot of random footage.
Yeah.
And almost every time we've been in the studio, I've had a different friend who does photography, and they've taken photos. And my roommate's a photographer, and then a good buddy of ours from high school who's in the film industry.
Perfect.
And works on a lot of big sets, actually. And he's willing to dedicate his time and donate it for free to film a music video for us.
Yeah.
We were supposed to do it last May, but time flies. And everyone gets busy. But yeah, we got a lot of friends in the film industry, actually, and they're willing to, one wants to do the lighting and one wants to do the filming. Like, they actually, they want to use it.
Yeah.
And obviously it's going to be dual ideas and whatnot, because they're dedicating their time and they want to use it almost as something for their portfolio. So it means that they want to make it awesome and we want to make it awesome, and so hopefully in the new year we'll have a music video out, so that'll be fun, and then obviously clips from that will be hilarious, I'm sure.
Yeah.
The concepts that are flying around.
Yeah.
Blow your fucking socks off.
The ones I'm hearing today already here are just like, put these into practice. In theory, they're going to be good.
It's pretty fun. We've talked about some stuff.
Yeah.
Anything you
But
want
we're
to
going to leave
share?
it at that, I guess, for now.
Anything you can leak?
It's gnome related, potentially.
It's
maybe.
gnome related, of course. It's
Basically a
gnome
gnome slasher film with comic relief.
I could play a gnome. Look at my face. I could play a gnome. Let me play a gnome.
It's kind of like a Saw movie.
Okay, well, maybe, wait a second here. Yeah, let me finish the full concept, and then I'll decide if I want to be a part of this. That's wicked.
Yeah.
I think you should go with that. Gnome death. Who doesn't need it,
Oh no, the gnomes prevail, man. That's
the hero of the story.
Else. Well, I don't know. Not really hero.
You gonna provide like a full plot summary here, or what?
Yeah, I've said too much.
That's right.
I've said too
The
much.
details are out now. There's
It
nothing
comes
you
out,
can
it's
do.
like playing under a rainbow.
The Cobalt happens for you guys November 15th again, if I remember correctly. The show will probably come out after that, and it's usually how it goes. Anything else that's immediately on the horizon as far as shows go, or that you guys are doing pre-Christmas or before the end of this year?
Well,
We're hoping to record, but it all depends.
Island tour tentative as well.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
gonna
yeah?
be in.
We want to do that in the early January.
Right?
Yeah, we want to just go do like Victoria, Nanaimo, Duncan, or Victoria, Nanaimo, and oh my God, what the hell is it called? That's bad.
Parksville? Coons?
No, that'd be sweet. They don't do shows there really anymore, which really sucks.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Right by Mountain Washington. What's that town called?
Oh.
I'm going to leave all of this in, just so you know, Sam.
Yeah.
This whole struggle for this.
Just
I'm
Oh,
gonna
my
leave it all
island friends,
in,
I'm so sorry.
He's forgotten you. He's moved on. He's a rock star now.
Okay, well, let's move on.
Yeah, we will.
Pissing me right off now.
We're
guys
actually really excited to play the next show with Ugly Men.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Some great
Yeah, it's
friends
gonna
of ours.
be epic,
Okay.
and I said that on the page, and I'm not lying. Like, I think it's gonna be so cool.
Right,
3 totally different styled bands,
right.
but all this, it's like the same genre. If you fuck the subgenres,
Okay.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Enough
every-
on the fringe to be able to play with each other,
Oh
kind
yeah,
of thing, right?
yeah. And they're all, we know everybody. They're all great guys, and I'm just really excited.
They're all talented.
Yeah.
Fuck,
Yeah.
too.
I'm sorry, what were the
Awesome.
names of these two bands?
Ugly Men
Yeah,
and Tennant,
and Tenant.
and
okay.
one of the guitarists in Tennant's the guy who we record with.
Yeah,
Oh,
Royce
okay.
Whittaker. We record at Spinnaker Studios out in White Rock.
Yeah. Which is close to most of you guys, right?
Yeah, it's like
Minus
You get to get
2-minute
the
drive
travel,
from
right?
Loveland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's awesome.
It's gonna be radical, and if you can make that, I would recommend it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I don't see why I shouldn't.
Yeah.
It's on my
It's
calendar.
a Friday night too.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. That's better for me.
Yeah.
That works. I can fit that in. And Faye, I would love to see you guys again,
Yeah.
but I'd rather do that here,
Yeah.
right now, before I even get to that point.
Cool.
So I want to thank you guys very much again for doing the show. I'm definitely going to mug you guys to play some music before you leave.
Perfect.
But before I go, before you go, is there anything at all, open floor, people you want to shout out, things you want to say, anything I missed or didn't talk about in the interview?
Well, I guess we talked about it earlier, but I should mention Perry.
Costin
Yes.
West.
Perry's not here. He just had a
Absent Perry.
he had a baby boy. I saw him last night. He's cute as hell.
There we go.
Yeah.
And so he couldn't be here because she just popped. So,
Yeah. So
but he'll be at the show.
Yeah.
So,
Yes, you will.
Huge congratulations to Perry.
Yeah.
absolutely.
That's awesome.
And Costin West.
So, the band technically has a kid now too, right?
Yeah.
Three.
It's how it goes, right?
Perry's got
Three?
one. I got one. And then,
Perry's got two.
Perry's got two. I was doing them in order.
Right.
Yeah, Perry's got two. I got one.
Chronological order. Yeah.
And actually, I guess we can give a shout out to that guy too.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
We had-
Tim.
We
Poke
got
this
Craig
guy
Williams
over.
in the house, and he's going to be doing vocals with us on one track,
Wicked.
which he actually did with me on the recording.
Okay. Awesome.
It's kind of sweet though. It's like the tables have turned because I'm usually in that seat with Corded like for years and years and years, and now
Greg's actually the lead singer recorded.
Yeah.
And actually, I'll be the one to say it, so these guys don't come across as being conceited pricks. Check out Quartered too.
Okay.
Quartered is awesome.
That's good when you get
As
some
a fan,
in-house
I can say
promo rather than there you go, Jeff. You can stay silent. You don't have to bust it. Bust it
that's
out,
what they
you know?
pay me for.
Faye, you guys rock. Thank you.
In the seat, I get to relax a little bit and do this.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Well, I'm sweating profusely.
The beer tosser, man. That was essential.
Yeah,
I saw that. These guys were
Much
about to
needed.
crack, then beers started getting thrown out. They came to life. It was awesome,
He
man.
gives a hell of a shiatsu massage.
Nice. That's the soundbite right there. Thank you guys so
Yeah,
much.
Thank you.
Let's get you guys set up for a performance
Yeah.
and do
Thank you
this
very
thing.
much.
See what Faye's really
Yeah.
all about.
Yeah.
Sweet.
All right.
Let's hope we remember.
Yeah.
Let's go smoke.
Here's some more amazing music for your face. This is Faye on SBS Live this week.
Thank you, Sleeping Bag Studios. Thank you. And to Jeremy's sidekick, I forget your name. Tim.
Once again, a tremendous thank you and shout out to the members of Faye. Thank you so much for coming by and doing the show. You know, it's funny, they left some lawn decorations out front of SBS when they left, and I'm proud to say that those are still there today. So either I'm incredibly lazy or incredibly thoughtful. You decide. I also want to say thank you to the band Trepid for the opportunity to learn about their music and check out their new video for Liar. And of course, we can't forget Eterna. Thank you so much again for a kick-ass concert. If you're in Vancouver, there is no reason whatsoever that on January 4th you shouldn't find yourself at Funky Winker Bean's pub, because Eterna will be back on stage. For now, we'll say goodbye, but again, not for long. Before the end of the year happens, we will have a special wrap-up episode posting, so keep your eyes peeled for that. And again, we'll be back right away in 2014 with Blackout Lights. So let's take a look at that. Let's take a look at our time with John, Steve, and Rob from Blackout Lights and what's upcoming in the future of 2014 on SBS Live this week. And we will see you next time.